What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing you guys a brand new video. We're gonna be doing a high taper on my boy, so stay tuned. We started off by saturating the hair and combing everything in place, making sure our canvas is nice and neat. Now that we're done combing everything in place, we can move on to our Gold FX and create our first guideline. Now that we're done botting them out, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. You always want to make sure this guideline is around 1 inch thick so you can spread the blend. Once you're done setting in that guideline, you want to close the lever midway and all the way close and attack that initial guideline. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our 1 guard all the way open and create our third guideline. Remember, we're going to use this same guard and its lever to soften up this line and get ready for the half guard. Don't be afraid to use the comb to feed the hair into the clipper and flick out with your guards. Now that we're done softening up the line with the 1 guard, we can move on to our half guard and erase the line completely. Now that we're done with the lower guards, we can move on to our 2 guard all the way open and create our fourth guideline. We're also going to use our comb to feed the hair into the clipper. Again, we're going to use this same guard and its lever to soften up this line to get ready for the 1.5 guard. Now since the line is soft enough, we can move on to our 1.5 guard and use the lever in its corners to erase the line completely. Sometimes there's still a faint line after using the 1.5 guard, so switching over to your 1 guard all the way open and using its corners will definitely help. Moving on to our 3 guard all the way open, we're going to go ahead and use our comb to feed the hair into the clipper and create our 5th guideline. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, go ahead and leave a super thanks down below or follow the Instagram. Appreciate it. Always remember to use the lever to soften up the line. Right here, I'm moving on to my 1.5 guard, and I'm going to have the lever all the way open, and I'm going to attack that guideline through the middle. Here I'm using my 4 guard all the way open, and I'm also using my comb to feed the hair into the clipper again. Also remember to use that C-cup motion and also flick out as much as possible. After using the 2 guards again, we're going to use our 3 guard all the way open and detail as much as possible. Moving on to our clipper over comb method, we're going to use our horizontal cuts to debulk and then our vertical cuts to blend. Remember, you want to make sure you pick up the hair with the comb and then cut it with your cutting blade. Now I'm moving on to my thinning shears, and I'm going to use my comb to pick the hair up and then thin them out through the edges. Now we're at the point in the taper where we have to detail as much as possible with our previous guards. Either the 1.5 guard, the 1 guard, or the half guard itself. Again, we're continuing to use our clipper over comb, and we're going to use our horizontal cuts to debulk. Now that we're done detailing the back taper, we can move on to the sides. He got a haircut from another barber, so we're gonna grow out the edges and make sure we do a low but high taper. Now that we're done budding them out, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. We're making this guidelines about 3/4 of an inch. Remember to slightly close the lever midway and all the way close and attack that initial guideline. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our 1 guard all the way open and create our third guideline. As you guys can see, I'm going to try to keep it low and use the corners only. Moving on to our 2 guard all the way open, we're creating our 4th guideline, and we're going to also flick out as much as possible. This is going to get us ready for our 1.5 guard. Moving on to our 1.5 guard, we're going to use the corners to erase the line completely. Also, if there's still a faint line, switching over to our 1 guard all the way open is definitely going to help us. As you guys can see, there's still a faint line after using our 1.5 guard, so we're going to switch over to our 1 guard all the way open and use its corners. Now we're using our 3 guard all the way open, and we're going to flick out as much as possible while using the corners. To be able to debulk and give the haircut proper shape, I'm going to use my clipper over comb at an angle near the sides and use a cutting blade to cut it off. Now I'm detailing as much as possible with my previous lengths. Using our Go effects, we're going to start off at the bottom. We'll work our way to the top arch, and we're going to make sure the neckline is as crispy as possible. Once I get to the arch area, I'm always using the corner of the blade. Now that we're done detailing the taper, we could comb the hair down and work on the front line. We're going to use our Go effects to start off in the middle and work our way to the sides. We're also going to go as slow as possible, making sure that the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmer. Because if not, then the hair is going to shift and then you won't line them up properly. Now that we're done putting a line in, we could go back to the taper and detail as much as possible. Now we're going to match the right side to the left side, and we're going to go back to the middle and work our way to the side. Now that we're done lining them up, we can move on to our Turkish razor and Derby Premium blades and make them as crispy as possible. But before we do that, we're going to apply some shave gel so that the razor could glide better. Now that we're done applying shave gel, we can stretch the skin as much as possible with the opposite hand while keeping the razor at a 45-degree angle. This lowers the likelihood of you cutting someone. We're also going to be doing his eyebrows. I like starting at the top and then working my way to the bottom. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, go ahead and leave a super thanks down below or follow the Instagram. Appreciate it.